What changes does your organization need to make to incorporate new learning techniques? Find out in the final part of Global Knowledge's New Paths to Learning at Work. Work is often conducted remotely across regions. How do the new paths respond to remote work?
Right, yeah, that's a challenge. I mean, people are working now around the world, internationally sometimes, right? So how do you bring people together for training? We've all been involved in sort of an instructor-led WebEx or live meeting type of session where there's an instructor presenting information via slides and sometimes with a video headshot of them while they're doing it. So that's been around for a little while, but technology is changing the nature of virtual delivery as well. For example, we work with a telecommunications company that has an environment called Collaboration House, and they use it for virtual delivery of training, and it's very much like a Second Life type of environment, if you're familiar with that, where people are represented in the environment by avatars, which they can control and manipulate in the environment, which is very interesting. So that's an interesting way to motivate and engage employees in a sort of a virtual type environment from wherever they are. Another approach to virtual learning that's changing, which we do quite a bit of at Global Knowledge, is we call it the connected classroom. And instead of an instructor just delivering to a number of people who are participating remotely, the instructor is actually delivering in a classroom environment, and a number of remote students can come into the classroom environment via the use of this connected classroom technology. So then we end up in a situation where you've got as many people in the classroom as outside the classroom, and it really enhances the dynamic of the delivery of the session.
So it seems as if much of the focus is getting the right information in the hands of employees at the right time.
Well, that's true. Yeah, that's very true. In fact, one of the new paths to learning is what we call performance support, or sometimes electronic performance support. And it's just that. It is getting information, the right information, to the right people at the moment of need, at exactly the right time. And if you do that well, it can sometimes reduce the need for learning, or reduce the need for training, or the amount of training that needs to take place. And sometimes it can even eliminate it altogether. So the challenge becomes understanding the workflow that employees are in the middle of and what their role is in that workflow, and designing the right tools and materials in ways that are very easy for them to access, that they can use in real time while they're doing their work. And when you do that right, it can improve performance more dramatically than a classroom training program can.
What do training and HR professionals need to do to leverage these new paths for learning?
Yes, good question. So, I mean, the workplace is changing, and it's changing dramatically right now. Technology is changing very quickly. The speed of which work has to get accomplished is rapidly increasing. Competition is tighter and tighter. And knowledge plays a key role. It is a competitive advantage that companies can bring to the table. And so skills are a really important part of that, and the way people need to learn, what they need to learn, the amount that they need to learn is changing. And it cannot be accommodated any longer strictly by classroom training or even e-learning. So we need to figure out ways to get information and learning into the hands of people as they're doing their work, and leverage the expertise that resides in the organization. So these approaches like informal learning, social learning, mobile learning, all leverage the expertise that already exists in the organization and help people learn from each other. And in doing that, they learn faster, they learn better, they learn more, and they learn the skills that are going to make a company competitive in this new marketplace.
Thanks for watching. For parts 1 and 2 in the series, see the video links below. Want to learn how to bring these new paths for learning into your organization? Register for the free webinar with Tom Graham. Details below this video.